So, I believe we can just continue. Okay, it seems like it's got all of my controls remembered as well. I will have to remember the controls as we play this, because I have not played since the last stream. But we're back on the much more epic farm. Okay, so I'll just throw out my watering can. I'm done with this. Okay, so X is for using the tools. Okay, this is coming back to me now. Let me slide this window over a little. So yeah, this is the first time I've ever streamed anything off of the new PC. I've been in other people's streams since I got this computer, but this is the first time I've done anything live on my own on here. It's been pretty great. I don't want to get rid of anything yet. I don't know if I'm going to need it. Oh, that's right, you can shake trees. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I just realized what I've got to mess with for the controls. There we go. That's why I kept trying to press Y. Okay. So yeah, the 8-bit DO controller that I use, usually I've got it set up so that it just automatically swaps to like a Nintendo control layout. But whenever there's a game that actually, supports that, I just switch it back to the default then. That way the button prompts on screen actually match what I'm doing. Because that's just something that drives me crazy when I play a game. Like, I can figure out the controls, but it bugs me when the prompts don't match. Alright, let's see what's going on in town. Oh, it's Friday. Is the D&D thing on Fridays or Saturdays? I'll head to the inn tonight just to be sure, but I think it might be Saturdays. Guess I can just ask. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting ready for tonight's gathering at the inn. You'll be there, right? Okay, so I was right. It is today. Sorry, just checking one more thing. So I might mess with the settings a few times over the course of this stream. I was playing this on Steam Deck last time, so I don't have it fully, like, optimized for this computer yet. That's kind of a recurring trend with a lot of the stuff for, like, my art and games and all that, is just I'm still in the process of getting everything, like, fully set up and ready to go. Like, I didn't even have my stream overlays ready until this last Saturday. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pause for a second just so I can show off something cool I made. So I'm going to mute the game really quick. I now have a proper audio banner for when music is playing. I love this thing. I had a slightly different design for it on the old PC, right before everything failed. Yo, Aelita, what's up? Alice done fricked up. Oh my. What happened? So I was just showing off this new audio overlay I've got for streams. Was working on this over the weekend. And now that I've got the new PC, I can actually have it set up like this. I don't need it right now, though, because the game has actual music. So that's mainly going to be used for like art streams and stuff. So let's turn the music for the game back on. Power Wash Simulator. Oh, nice. Yo, what's poppin', gamers? Welcome on into the Smash Dude stream where we farm around on a sweet... No. You almost got me there, Juker. It's not happening. No islands. So yeah, I have played very little of this game. Did like one stream of it at the start of the month, and then I've just been busy. Where is the tuber voice redeem? I mean, you know what? I might consider adding something like that. That would be funny. Okay, so I'm going to head back to my house really quick. Just to get rid of some of this extra stuff. And then we'll head to the museum. So, yo, can I get that song thing in the corner? I can make you a similar one. I mean, if you want to just borrow it for one stream, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I could make one that's basically the same thing, just without the comic theming. Yeah. Hope you had a good stream. We're just kicking back with some Fields of Mistria today. It's been a while since we've like made Farm Monday a weekly thing, but I really want to get back into it. It's been too long. It got put on hold because of all the computer issues, but now I've got the new PC and everything's going great. Alright, so let's go take this to the museum. And then we're going to do some mining. Use it for the one stream for 8 hours. Yeah, I'll show you what plugins I used for OBS to make that. Nothing too crazy. Just, like... I've got the music playing through VLC, and then I've got a thing that like reads what the song title is from VLC. And then there's like the wave link. There's like the wave sound bars, whatever you call it. But I've got like 2 of those set up. But you need a separate plugin to make those happen. Unlocked a new reward. Yo, is that the Harvest Moon hat right there? The Story of Seasons classic. I don't need this pickaxe anymore. Farmer's cap, good. So at some point I'll have to lower some of my settings on OBS for my internet specifically. But it is very funny streaming and having the CPU usage be at like 0.1%. On my old laptop, it would get up to like 30% when I was streaming. Oh, right. I have to actually unlock progress. So we gotta try to get to floor 5 today. Although we're probably not gonna do that because I want to go to the meetup at the inn. God, I love this mining music. It's so good. This music reminds me of the mine music from Harvest Moon Magical Melody. Which, if you have not played that game, there are some songs in it that go extremely hard. That game has a very underrated soundtrack. I guess that shouldn't be too surprising from a game literally named after music, but, you know. Get back here. Okay, I should probably just head back now. A little late. Kind of an unproductive day, but I'm just getting my bearings. Game is called Story of Seasons, yet I have not seen a single thing of salt or pepper. It's not Story of Seasonings. Although I would play that game. It's just the exact same gameplay, but there's just a very long, tedious, like, pepper grinding minigame. I mean, I guess that's kind of what the, I think it was called, like, Harvest Moon My Little Shop or something. The WiiWare game. That one has not a whole lot going for it. Just a very long, drawn-out, smoothie-making game. You've come across an ancient Aldarian castle. The architecture rises up before you. Great swooping buttresses that... Is there anything to zap? Well, I suppose the king comes out to greet you, but... I zapped the king! Ooh, look at that! I got a high roll! Oh no! Daffodilio watches in abject horror, but doesn't stop her friend. Good. The wizard Moonsilver zaps the king. Is it my turn? I was about to get a drink. Nickel Fritz steals his crown and his shoes. I'm sure that will fetch a nice sum of fake coin in this game of pretend. Bad Brad, the bearded bard, begins composing a ballad for the fallen king. I'll begin with verse 1 of 17. Oh. I don't know why that made me think of, like, the SpongeBob intro. With his dying breath, the king has cast a spell of silence on you, Brad. Oh, Dalto. You've arrived just in time for the show. Juniper, I brought you some wine as a thank you for last time. Please, it's for you. This is the most expensive bottle they keep behind the bar. It's not even on the menu. Oh, did I not mention? My father was a bit of a sommelier. We used to have this vintage with dinner. You did not mention that. Oh, how funny. Well, this is a dry wine, and aged in oak, so the taste is pleasantly full-bodied. You might miss the sweetness, though. I've heard you have a bit of a sweet tooth. One of those childish quirks that makes you so charming. Go on, give it a try. It's delicious. Thank you so much. This is so generous. Oh, my pleasure. I'll bet. Look at those two getting along so well. Bonding over a nice drink. That's what life's all about, if you ask me. Daldo, do you think Juniper will let me try it? Maybe you can ask for me. Ulrich's 4 of a kind was beginner's luck. This time the pot is mine. I didn't mind. You did treat us all to another round. Hit me. Don't think you can hide your reaction from me, Errol. I know all your tells. The problem both of you have is that your little rivalry blinds you to the rest of the table. Isn't that right, Rias? I wouldn't know about that, Miss Terithia. I just like dealing and doing card tricks. Check this out. Whoa, nice moves, bro. By the way, is this a full house? Last time they were here, Holt broke into a song for 2 hours. May have politely asked Island to rein him in a little. No offense, Holt. Valen bought the most expensive bottle of wine. My eyes just about popped out of my head. Wow, the cards table is hot tonight, Tolto. Watch out. Yo, Lundale, what's up? We just started a few minutes ago. I hereby convene the second meeting of the Dragon Guard heist. You're probably wondering what the plan is, Dalto. I sure am. On Friday nights, Reyna makes cheese and potatoes. Now, we all know cheese and potatoes makes Mr. Baylor very sleepy. Dalto, you be the lookout. Maple, you'll be the distraction. Reyna can't say no when you want attention. Naturally. Del, you'll liberate a big plate of cheese and potatoes from the kitchen while Reyna is distracted. Dalto, you'll deliver the cheese and potatoes to Mr. Baylor, along with a warm beer. So warm. He'll sleep like a baby. And then you'll get his keys, Dalto. And we'll look inside his room. Does everyone understand their roles? Next week is go time. Rest up, Dalto. I will be sabotaging their plan for sure. So 8:30, might as well just head to bed. Oh right, this is the treasure chest and not like one for storing stuff. Check this out. Nice. Is that the first recipe I've learned? No, there were some that I learned from buying them at the like morning market or whatever. Do you feel a shift in the air? It seems the flow of magic has increased. The mines have been opened? Interesting. Keep me apprised, Dalto. Although I feel my strength slowly increasing, my memory still lags. What can we get? Dive spots can now contain sunken artifacts. You know what? I might as well get that. That seems like it's going to be useful. Okay, everything is watered. Then I threw it on the ground. I'm going to keep doing that today, I guess. Probably, I'm just used to using the triggers to, like, scroll between stuff, while in this game it's throw it on the ground. Alright, let's go. An image forms in the crystal ball. Tomorrow's weather will be sunny and clear. It's been a whole lot of sunny weather so far. I actually don't know if there's been any rain yet. I should probably save those. I generally like to keep one of every item in these kinds of games. Alright, let's go. So many potatoes. Oh, I need to plant some new stuff. Alright, let's go. Oops. Alright, let's go ahead and sell those. I think that was for, like, a quest or something. Yeah. Crops sold, 2 out of 10. Okay, so yeah, those won't count until after today. Got it. So I should buy some new crops and then head over to the mines. Oh, wait, it's the market. Let's go. I don't have a ton of money to work with here, but maybe we can get something nice. My signature drink, hot chocolate, extra marshmallows. What? Be sure to try some of Darcy's flower teas. She gets her ingredients right from Celine's garden. A real Mistrian specialty. I can't get through a day of work without Darcy's coffee. Funny to think Mistria would come to a standstill if I ever ran out. Anyway. Darcy's one of my biggest customers. She buys up a lot of my herbs and flowers for her teas. I really look forward to a latte at Darcy's. It helps shake off some of the week's fatigue. Josie loves tea, but I somehow never got a taste for it. Coffee, however, I do like a bit in the evening, from time to time. Vera's doing a lot of cutting and dyeing today. I showed her some stretches to keep her hands nice and open. Why don't you take a minute and do the same? Dalto, have you seen Vera's hairstyle catalog? She has so many cute options. Are you a coffee or tea guy? I am neither. I don't know. I probably just haven't found the right tea, but coffee is just not for me. Vera says she's got blue dye in stock. What do you think? Should I go for it? Do you think Vera would notice if I infused her hair dye with mana? I just want to see what would happen. The first time I sat down with Vera, I couldn't believe the condition my hair was in. Or she couldn't believe. That's what a life on the road will do to you. Oh, right, he's the traveling merchant. Dalto, you're up so early. That's the farmer's spirit. Checking out Mary's furniture. She's always got the good stuff. That bookshelf at Miss Mary's booth would make a great fort. My extra wide bed frame came from Mary's booth. My second paycheck as curator went towards it, and it's been well worth it. These shoulders need room. My wardrobe and bookshelf are a matching set that I got from Mary's shop. They're both made from a wood that's not native to Mistria. Maybe Celine would know something about that. Lewis is always a little bit like a fish out of water wherever he goes. You can tell he'd be more at home in a royal court. Well, I'm certainly glad he's here with us. He makes the best of it. Mr. Lewis says he'll consider insect prints for a future collection. I want a coat with a big praying mantis on the back. Lady Adeline, that dress over there. Do you think Mr. Lewis will make it in my size? If you have any questions about Mistria, I'm your guy. Been living here my whole life and then some. Wait, that's not quite right. See? Has he had multiple lifetimes? Honestly, I don't get fashion much. Lewis is always pumped to pick for me, though. Don't tell anyone. I usually order half of Lewis's collection before he officially releases it. Spring cleaning should start with your wardrobe. Out with the old and in with the new. I don't really need anything right now. Let's see about some furniture. Okay, the bakery dessert case is tempting. I love having those kinds of accessories in the house in a farming sim. Even if they're not usable, it's just a fun little aesthetic thing. The haunted stuff would be nice for the spooky season. But I'm a little more spooked about running out of things to have. I'm running out of money. Picnic display donuts. Those would be nice. Could buy some crafting recipes. Let me check out what the other stalls have first. Have you tried green tea? I don't think so. I've only tried tea like once, and it was at a teriyaki place. Oh, the pompadour is tempting, but I don't have the gold. I've been experimenting with some new drinks since the last time I was at the Saturday market. Take a look at the new menu. This is all so tempting, but again, I should not spend the money until I have, you know, more of it. You should ask some of the folk here what their hair was like before I started showing up. Okay, I'm just gonna hang on to my money for now. If I'm spending anything, it should be on plant seeds. So I'm gonna hang off on planting any crops until tomorrow. Because I'm not positive, but I get the idea that since I completed that one quest with the potatoes, they'll probably give me another crop to plant, so I want to leave room open for that. I could be totally off base with that, though. They could just be like, wow, congrats on growing crops. You should do more of that. Good luck. I was talking about this on the last stream, but I really do love how much more impact there is with a lot of, like, the basic actions in this compared to Stardew Valley. I love Stardew Valley, to be clear, but there's just little things about it that, like, could feel better. Oh, it's a bug. Nice. Miner's jumpsuit. Interesting. Oh, right. I have to reflect their shots. I don't have to jump over them. There we go. A rocky shell sometimes dropped by clods, used in certain cooking and crafting recipes. Alright. Alright, let's go even deeper. Please stop. "27 demos I grabbed from the next fest." Nice. I should check that out sometime and see what they've got. I mean, now that I've got a PC that can actually run PC games, it might be a fun stream to do. I was actually thinking, I had Sonic Shadow Generations pre-ordered on PlayStation. I'm kind of tempted to just cancel that pre-order and pre-order the Steam version at this point. Because then I could stream it. I don't really get to stream PS5 stuff very often. God, I gotta get UFO 50. I've been watching a bit of Barry streaming that, and it's so good. But again, I gotta stop spending money, both in the game and in real life. No! Yeah, the moment they put Flash in Fortnite again, I will be buying that. But, see, the difference there is I have the V-Bucks. So I don't have to spend actual money to get him. I mean, I have the V-Bucks because I already spent actual money, but that's besides the point. Oh shit, I'm running low on energy. Probably just look for... Oh, right, you can swim. Oh! Maybe don't get electrocuted, though. Okay. Out of stamina. Alright. Don't have anything with me I can eat. Okay, so good to know. Next time I'll have to actually bring food with me. So those mines are definitely more substantial than the ones in Stardew. In the sense that, like, you're not gonna easily just get through, like, 5 to 10 floors on your first go. I like that. I talked about it a bit on the last stream, but these kinds of games need to have some friction with the player. Otherwise, it's too easy to just do everything. And it seems like this game understands that. It does my old heart good to see the mines reopened, even in a provisional capacity. Oh, right. Oh, I just realized if I go to the dragon statue, I should be able to get a bonus for having 0 stamina. There was a thing that's like, if you go to bed with 0 stamina, you'll wake up with like extra stamina or something. The increased flow of magic from the mines has begun to clear my head a bit. I recall that magic was once widely used by the humans who lived here. In fact, I believe I had granted much of that power myself. Apologies. I wish I could remember more. Going to bed with 0 stamina gives a stamina boost the next day. I already got that. Cool. Alright, cool. Got some basic upgrades. Now let's go to bed. Nice, we more than doubled our money today. Let's freaking go. Oh, but not enough to level up the town. It's so over. We've goofed. Okay, another sunny and clear day tomorrow. I don't need the shovel right now. If I'm planting stuff, I'm gonna need the hoe, but I guess I can probably ditch the axe. Put all that copper away. Okay, that's already been donated to the museum. That's in my storage. I might as well save that because it's used for crafting. Who needed sod for a request? Did I already bring that to her? Or is it just telling me that I have it? I'll talk to her and check. Oh, speaking of which. Oh, Dalto. What good timing. I was just going to leave you a letter, but I'd much rather tell you in person. We're holding Mistria's Spring Festival in the town square this Wednesday. The whole town gets decorated with flowers, and there will be special booths selling all kinds of things to celebrate spring. Bryce and Landon are making new booths. March will be juggling, and everyone is gathering flowers. I don't suppose you'd like to help? Oh, I'm so glad. We celebrate the Spring Festival around this time every year, coinciding with the blooming of a special type of flower. It's called Breath of Spring, and you can only find them here in Mistria. We traditionally use them to decorate the festival grounds. The more that you collect, the better the festival will be. There are even special prizes for the person who gathers the most. I could give you some tips on finding them, if you'd like. Breath of Spring flowers can drop as a bonus item when completing various activities. These include farming, fishing, mining, and more. Try to collect as many as you can by the Spring Festival on the 17th. The more you collect, the better the rewards, decor, and festival booth inventories will be. I'll stop by the morning of the festival to collect any breath of spring you have. Let's make this year's spring festival the best one yet. Cool. I like that, making the festivals a bit more interactive. Now, I'll be curious what the actual festival itself is like, though. I mean, I'm fine if it's just, you know, mostly just talking to people. Oh, hang on a second. Alright. Like I was saying, I'm fine if the festivals are mostly just talking to people, but it's always nice when they're a little more in-depth. Okay, so we can sell all that. Put this stone away. So let's go get some seeds, get those planted, and then head into the mines. So the one thing that is tripping me up a little is that for going through your inventory, you go through it all in this one line rather than how it works in, say, Stardew, where it's like, it just loops around and then you press a separate button to switch which row you're on. It's a minor thing, but I do wonder if there's a setting to change that. So I remember from last stream that fishing is extremely profitable. Oh, hey. There's one of those. Oh my gosh, how many fish are going to come from this one spot? I guess 5. What? Oh. Let me scale that. All right, there we go. Yeah, I had to add that to the stream setup like right as I was getting started. Again, I didn't have time to do any setup before the stream went live. I got home, got a drink, and got set up. And by got set up, I mean I went live.
Life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Alright, let me have some life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Alright. Some good water. Alright, let's buy some seeds. Right, we actually have to go up to Celine's shop to do that. I hope I catch a good one today. I mean, just based on my fishing experience today, you're probably going to catch a lot of fish. Is this the shop, or is it the one right above? No, this is just her house. Lady Adeline posted a request. I don't know. It looks kind of hard. What about this one? That one's even harder, Dill. Meet Josephine at the Sleeping Dragon Inn. Copper ore. Okay, I think I can get all of those done, or most of them done today. Get some money. Nice. I guess no one's home. All right. Let's get a couple tulip seeds. Oh gosh. Okay, I need to remember to come back here in a minute. Just like, take this flower. Do either of these need donated? Nope. Okay. Get those planted there. Guess we'll just do the tulips right here. Okay, cool. So you don't have to plant these on the actual farm, or like the tilled soil. That's good. Hopefully I don't regret putting it there, but you never know. I'll find out in like a month of playing this game. They're like, oh no, you doomed your farm by doing that. You won't be able to make room for everything now. Alright, I don't think I have time to do the mines today, so I might just do some more fishing. Or I might not have energy for that either. Chat. I don't even have enough energy to fish. Oh, it's the newcomer. I suppose I should be thankful. I was the newcomer until you arrived. Josephine's got someone new to fuss over. Check this out. Hang on. Hang on, I might be a fool. I can't reach. No. Errol and I love to have a nice chat by the fountain. When we were younger, a couple of old-timers always hogged it. Now it's our turn. I'm quite fond of the Spring Festival. It encourages even an old-timer like me to get out and appreciate nature. Not that you need to bother, but March might warm up to you if you bring him that ore he needs. He might not show it, but he appreciates when people pitch in. Alright, are they upstairs? Am I just in the complete wrong place? Oh, hey. Wonder if Rana can make that themed food for our next Dragons and Drama. I have ideas. This is really something. Alright, I guess I did already give her the one for the quest. I was lost in thought about an old flame, Rodrigo. A beautiful light in the chandelier of my life. Nothing like a little walk to help me clear my head. Okay, that's how it works. It'll bring up a menu when you want to give them an item for a quest. Oh, you completed the shipment of our emergency stockpile. Wonderful. On behalf of the whole town, thank you, Dalto. Now, as you know, funds are a bit tight in Mistria at the moment, but I don't want you to leave empty-handed. You earned these. Thank you again. Okay, so 10 turnip seeds. Go ahead and get those planted tonight. So I think I will head over to the inn. Dalto, you're just in time. We're just about to start the class. Ready to learn some cooking basics? Today we're making the inn's famous vegetable soup. How about we start with something like a cake? I had some cake earlier tonight. That was fun. Wonderful. We've got Baylor chopping vegetables. I wouldn't have thought my knife technique could get any better, but Jo here is a talented woman. Celine is tending the cauldron. Dalto, isn't this fun? It turns out a watched pot does boil. And Rena and I are here to give our expert guidance. Come over here, Dalto. You can help me sort through the produce. Oh, I thought this would be a private cooking lesson? Nonsense, the more the merrier. Come on in, March. Oh, you can just buy the copper tools. That would have been nice to know. I guess it is worth making the upgrades manually, but you know, not having to use all that copper would have also been useful. I'm gonna sell some stuff and then
Life-giving
head
water,
to the
nectar of the gods. Graham
mine
can
for a
now feel
bit.
strength and renewal.
No,
flowing
I'm just gonna
through him.
do some fishing. Shit. God damn it. I thought I would have time to open the water bottle and catch the fish. No, I lost the fish because I did drink water. That's the problem. Cool. Another recipe. I'm gonna check and see if there's an option for how to make the menu work. Oh! Oh, so you click the stick to do that. That's interesting. Alright, I mean, that works. Not how I would have expected that to be controlled, but I mean, it works. Whoa, 4 strawberry seeds. That is exciting. Love that this is like the only type of game where you're gonna be like, yeah, strawberries! But, like, seriously, those seeds are expensive. Getting 4 of them for free is pretty awesome. I never actually played Celeste. I don't know, I just wasn't super interested in it. I'm not a big fan of, like, overly difficult games. And I feel like a lot of what I heard about Celeste was, like, it's a very satisfying game to get good at, but it is difficult. So, I don't know if I would like it. It just doesn't seem like it's for me. I'm just the kind of player where, like, if something is overly difficult, I don't feel satisfied when I succeed. I just feel like, oh, thank God that's over. I never want to do that again. Like, it is a very delicate line to walk between, like, oh man, this is a tough challenge, but it's gonna feel so good when you're done, versus, well, that was a tough challenge and I've wasted an hour of my life. And I find myself often being on the later end of that. Yeah, maybe I'll try Celeste 64. That looks neat from what I saw. I could sell my old watering can. I mean, yeah, you know what? I will. There's no reason for me to hang on to it. Alright, we're just gonna make a quick trip to the museum and then go to bed. It's a seesaw for chickens. Oh, I wish I could jump onto it. Oh, really? I don't have that donated? Alright, well, time to fix that. And that. It is also free. Yeah, that helps as well. Okay, so I'm only missing... Oh, shoot, I'm missing cherries, and there's no way I can get that during the first year. Usually... I don't know for sure with this game, but usually... the tree crops tend to take, like, a full season to grow. So they're more, like, setting up for the next year. So... Alright. Got a nice couple of things donated. Now let's hit the hay. We're just gonna slowly make our way back to the house and grab anything we see along the way. Dalto, you wouldn't believe what some of the locals are drinking tonight. It's really quite embarrassing. Don't mind Juniper. That's just her way of being friendly. It's not. Joe's cooking class was just the thing. Now my road rations don't taste like I picked them up off the road. I was over at the museum and saw the mine cricket. I bet it plays a pretty little tune. The acoustics down there must be killer. Let's have some corn chowder. You know, I keep pressing A to jump instead of B. So, A does not jump, so I'll just go somewhere and then stop, and my character looks so sad, like, what are you doing? Why did you think I could jump that? I really hope I can get Jamboree at Target. The app is saying it's estimated to arrive on the 23rd. Oh, no. I got it on the eShop. I just went with a download version with one of the game vouchers. So I will be playing that Wednesday night for sure. God, I'm so ready for Mario Party. I'm so excited for this one. I'm glad to hear you've helped the town replenish its reserves, Dalto. Caring for the well-being of others is admirable. What else can we sell? I did Target because I had enough gift cards to cover it. Oh yeah, I've been there. That was actually part of why I went with the game vouchers, because I had like $40 on the eShop left over from like just earlier in the year. I had redeemed like a eShop card or something like that. So I had 40 bucks on the eShop already. So buying a game voucher was basically just the equivalent of getting one of those games for free. At least in terms of like how much I had to spend right now. Nice, another reward. Let's go. Oh, March's birthday. And tomorrow is the festival, so any remaining flowers I need to gather today. Tomorrow's weather will be breezy with cherry blossoms in the air. A cabbage shipment made my morning. Try out this recipe for cabbage slaw if you have any left over. Alright, let's learn that real quick. Also, I'm going to get my axe. No, you know what? I'm going to do the mining today. What was the recipe for cabbage slaw? I know I just got it, but I didn't actually look and see how to make it. Okay, that's cool that it gives you like a whole grid of like the gifts the characters like and love. That kind of info is super useful. I'm pretty sure Stardew does the same thing. But yeah, that's always appreciated. How much does the strawberry sell for? 125. So it takes 3 full harvests before the strawberries are profitable. That is a bit excessive. In the long term, it's worth it, but I kind of thought they would be a little more valuable for how much they cost. Alright, it's mine time. Let's freaking go. Hopefully we can have some better luck today. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can eat that mushroom at least, so that'll give us some extra stamina. Although if I can avoid eating it, that would be best, so I can go donate it. Hang on, I'm gonna change one thing with the controls. No, I'll just leave it. I keep wanting to jump with A instead of B. That's why I keep running up to walls and then doing nothing. Ooh, a perfect ruby. Interesting. Alright, if the ladder could appear, that'd be cool. There we go. Alright. Are you ready for all of the freaking berries? 'Cause I'm ready to eat a shit ton of berries. Let's freaking go. I really wish I could just eat all of these at once. This is so useless for my stamina. But every little bit counts, I guess. Got him. Alright, one more floor before we get a shortcut. Just gotta keep at it. Oh, that's cool that there's like a little copper version of that enemy. Come on. Man. What can I get rid of? Nice. Probably just get rid of the sap. Okay, we just gotta find one more ladder. Yes! Nice. And now let's get out of here. Dude, made some real progress here. And we didn't have to end up using any of the items that we didn't want to lose. So we still got all of our food. Ah, the Spring Festival. There are records of it being celebrated hundreds of years ago. What a storied tradition. You know what? Since I cleared up some inventory space, we might as well grab a few extra berries. I don't know why the cursor has decided to make an appearance. Must have bumped the mouse. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get some stuff sold. Then we'll go check with the statue and get some perks, and then we'll go to bed. And let's just put all this away. And it's almost time for our first festival. Ah, I remember the delicious fish off the coast of Mistria fondly. A pity you need to fish them up individually. Catching a fish will sometimes refund the stamina used. Yeah, alright. That'll be useful. Alright, let's go. On to our first festival day. Oh, I was just about to knock. I'm here to pick up all the Breath of Spring you collected so that we can start the final count. Okay, I've got to run. Hope to see you at the festival. Dalto, the mill was damaged in the earthquake, and it's high time we repaired it. A working mill is essential to the town and will let you process all sorts of new products. Meet me in my office up at the manor house. Adeline. Esteemed Dalto, your recent donation of mushrooms from the mines jogged my memory. Find enclosed the recipe for a dish I used to make for the mining crew after a long day's work. It's especially hearty in the wintertime, but delicious in all seasons. Best, Errol. Patron Dalto, I'm glad to see you've come across the sweet root in the mines. An excellent find. Here's a simple recipe for baked sweet root, passed down to me when I was just a greenhorn. You'll find it keeps your energy up. Be eating, Errol. I was looking at the wrong icon, so I was like, this seems... I don't remember this character speaking like this. Daldo, thank you for the shipment of strawberries. I thought you might like this recipe for a simple strawberry dessert. Keep up the hard work, Nora. Alright, let's learn these recipes. Harvest some potatoes. Donated those, yep. Alright. Just get our watering done and then we'll head to the festival. Get those sold. Guess we can catch a fish or two along the way. Oh, that is some fun music. The Spring Festival is today. The moment you've all been waiting for is here. It's time to announce the 3 people who turned in the most Breath of Spring flowers. In 3rd place, Dalto, not too shabby. In 2nd place, Errol. How exciting. And finally, in 1st place, Celine. Oh my gosh. A big congrats to all our winners, and thank you all for being part of our spring festival. Please enjoy your prizes. Breath of Spring planter. That's cool. Way to go, Dalto. I wouldn't worry about challenging Celine. She's been taking first since she was Dell's age. Not too shabby, Dalto. I'm sure you'll place even higher next year. Thanks for participating in the Spring Festival, Dalto. Henrietta is clucking contentedly. You get the impression she thinks the festival is to celebrate her. She would be right. Hemlock is something, isn't he? Maybe we should talk to Adeline about the town hosting a concert or two. You enjoying the festival, bro? Yeah, I guess. The atmosphere is certainly enough to make one cheery. Oh, totes! Speaking of which, I happen to bring along these 3 hacky sacks, March. That's nice. Maybe you could use them for your juggling routine? I haven't even seen you practicing, so I'm way excited. Oh, for not juggling! When Celine asked if I could gather flowers for the festival, I told her I was juggling enough already. I don't know how that turned into me performing. If one more person asks me about it... Oh well. Bummer. That's funny. These decorations are guaranteed to stay in blossom, no matter the season. I'm sure they'd look lovely on your farm. As for the scent of spring, it's very popular in Mistria. If you buy it, think carefully about who you're going to give it to. The stock is always limited. What a turnout! I wish I had the time to set up a booth this year. At least this means I can properly enjoy myself. What an unbelievable turnout! The air is practically buzzing! Scent of spring. This small bottle emanates a scent of breath of fresh... a scent of breath of spring. That's a weird way to word that. This spring festival souvenir is loved by everyone. Cute white and pink platter vase full of breath of spring flowers. Okay, I get what they're trying to say here. They're referring to the name of the flower. It's just a scent of breath of spring is a weird combination of words. It's kind of a tongue twister. A cute white and pink basket full of breath of spring flowers. Well, I've got enough money I can actually buy some of this stuff for once. I don't need to buy the planter, but I can buy these. It's so exciting that you placed, Dalto. I'll have to keep my eye on you next year. Dozy seems to be wishing you a nice spring festival. Thank you. Well, it seems you had fun picking flowers. How lovely. Oh. Yahoo! I'm going to ask Hemlock to play a sea shanty next. I've been attending the Spring Festival every year since I was a child. It's wonderful to see that the tradition is still going strong. While the roots of the Spring Festival are a bit murky, there's no arguing that it's been held in Mistria for untold generations. Which just goes to show you that the folks of any era love to have a good time. Be sure to dress for the occasion, Dalto. I think you'd look fantastic in anything from my stock. What do you think about those booths, Dalto? Real fine craftsmanship, am I right? I still got it. Isn't this wonderful? Feels like Mistria has come back to life. Hope you're enjoying everything the festival has to offer, Dalto. I know I am. Celine helped me gather the flowers that go into tea. They're yummy. Don't just try adding your own, though. Trust me. A festival with so many flowers is sure to bring out all my favorite pollinators. What's your favorite, Dalto? Don't make me choose. I feel the same way. They're all amazing. Hooray for spring. Try something. It's all really good. I've taste tested all of it myself. Apply some floral tea. Is there anyone else I need to talk to, or is that everyone for the festival? It's kind of interesting that time keeps moving during the festival. You can pet the dog. This is the best game. You can pet. This game is great. Alright. So, I think that's everything for the festival. Pretty sure we've talked to everyone. The chicken and the dog both show up on the map with all the characters. That is peak game design right there. So, I guess that's it for the festival? It does kind of feel like... I guess this is more of like a Harvest Moon thing, but I'm used to it being like, alright, you've talked to everyone, now the festival concludes, whereas I guess this just keeps going all day, and you can come and go. That is nice. It's just kind of a different structure than I'm used to for these. Stone bench recipe. Stone storage chest. Oh, that's right. We got some extra storage now. Let's freaking go. Wood fencing for Hayden. We can do that. We'll put this storage outside. So we'll sell some berries, we'll sell some fish. We'll put this bench here. Guess you can't sit on it. That would have been a... I always prefer when the items are actually usable, but it's not a big deal. I should probably start cutting some trees. Yeah, we gotta get some experience doing this. And sooner or later, I'll have enough copper to get the upgraded axe. I could just go buy it, but, I don't know. I think I probably should just save the money and use copper whenever possible. Or mining materials, I should say. It's not always going to be copper. I don't have enough stamina to chop any more trees today. You know what? I wonder if the inn is going to have a special soup for the holiday. Let's go check. Everyone's still just hanging out up here. Dell's going to ask you to take her to the mines next time. In case she asks, absolutely not. March has all the pieces of your reel all finished. He's just got to put them together. Oh, he's a lifesaver. My old fishing rod jams a lot these days, and that's how the fish get away. I can't believe I took home a prize. I did so want the Spring Festival to turn out well this year. Everyone in town looks forward to it, you know. I'm all about this festival vibe. Nothing's better than a party with all your favorite people. There was a tunnel millipede at the museum. Luke said they're very good at burrowing, so I floated a plan for an elite tunneling team made of trained centipedes. Errol didn't go for it. Happy Spring Festival! I made Henrietta her traditional flower crown this morning. Of course, she already ate it. Henrietta's plumage ripples as she gives a sleepy stretch. Be sure to stop by Maple's refreshment stand. She worked really hard on it. And I really worked hard mixing up all the yummy things she's selling. Thanks, Daldo. This is a big help. We were going through our stock of wood even faster than anticipated. Here's a reward. That sweet root in the museum collection took me back. On many a winter evening, Terithia and I would join Errol to roast up the sweet root he brought back from his days in the mines. Warmed you right up. I asked Errol if he'd part with that perfect ruby at the museum, but he declined. Actually, he seemed a bit huffy about it. I'm all for archiving the world. I'd just love to archive that ruby right into my pocket. You went into the mines? Take me next time, please. I was going to keep the clinic open today, but Hayden's right. Even a doctor needs a day off every once in a while. You know, Nora used to pick on me when we were kids. Turned out she secretly liked me. Don't tell her, but I think it's pretty cute. I hope you're having as good a time as I am, Dalto. I wouldn't call March gracious, but he'll remember that you ventured into the mines for his copper. Probably, I think. Dozy wags his tail at you. Isn't this festival a pleasant surprise? Nice to see Dozy enjoying himself. I will say, I do like that I left and came back and there's new dialogue at the festival. That's fun. Not bad, Dalto. But not that good either. Alright. Bella the Orchid Mantis likes when Papa plays the lute. She kind of sways around. I regularly meet with my sister to discuss town matters. Between you and me, I'd rather be excavating the western ruins. Like the tune, Dalto? It's been a Mistria festival staple for ages. Jo taught it to me. She says that when I play it, the song really swings. Dalto, this is so sweet. I'm touched you were thinking of me. Thank you. Alright, well, I'm assuming that's it for the festival. It's almost 8 o'clock. Okay, so the inn is just straight up closed during the festival. That makes sense. Oh, wait. Hang on. Don't be shy about popping into the general store. Gotta make hay while the sun shines. Okay, so everyone's just going home now. Good. How is it that I always see you running around town? Don't you have work to do? It's a festival day. How dare you? Right, this is the inn. Minestrone soup. Yeah, sure, I'll have some. Have enough energy to go catch an extra fish or two. Well, this was a fun little festival. I do wish there was like a mini game involved with it too, beyond just collecting the flowers. But, oh well. Come on. Nice. Alright. And I've got enough to get another perk from the dragon. And because I'm out of energy, I will get that boost tomorrow. Where should you invest your essence? The choices you are given merely represent the desires of your own heart. Choose how you like. Alright. Let's sell some stuff and hit the hay. Alright, yeah, let's set this up somewhere in the house. Some good water. That is the last of the water, too. So, now that hydrate alert is going to be stop everything and go refill the water. Nice. Rain. Means we can head on over to the mines. We've already donated turnips. Okay, I'm gonna just put one into storage, or maybe two. That way I can just sell the rest.
Life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Hello, Dalton. Did you know it's my birthday soon? So I saw that water redeem, but I did not hear the alert. So I don't know if it went off or not. My great birthday wish is to hear about any bugs you see this week. Okay, I will go refill that water as soon as I'm done talking to characters here. I know Luke wants more bugs for his birthday, but what he really needs is more places to keep the bugs he already has. Mom said I'll catch a cold if I play outside, but outside is where the adventures are. Wasn't Joe's cooking class fun? She made it so easy. Oh, I know just what to do with this. Thank you, Dalto. Alright. I am going to go refill my water. So, BRB. Alright, sorry for the wait. I am back. I now have delicious life-saving water. We should probably buy a few more seeds. So let's head up to the general store for that. And we'll find some fennel. Alright, that's about all the seeds we can buy. It's time to really start ramping up the farm. By the way, I'm just going to check one thing very quick. Okay. Just checking the output of the stream to make sure things looked correct. Again, I'm still getting used to the new computer. Gotta make sure all the settings are right. We'll plant this over here next to the cherry tree. Now this is starting to look like a real farm. Alright, let's head on up to the museum, or to the mines. Don't really have anything for the museum right now. Let's get some soup. Brianna talked me into spending the evening with her and Celine. I shouldn't neglect my work, but hanging out with my friends is so fun. Maybe I can do both. Ah, listen to that pattering rain on the roof. Like music you could dance to. You did great at the cooking class, Dalto. Come by any time for pointers, okay? Soup looks great today. Today's flavor is potato soup. I'll have some potato soup. And that'll give us the energy for our journey into the mine. Achoo! Sniff. I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna have to throw out that fiber in a minute anyways. Oh, whoops. Get out of here. Nice. We'll have to take that to the museum on our way out of here. That too, I guess. Nice. That's kind of fun that you can just slash open a treasure chest. And that's it for my stamina. Alright, let's hit the hay. We'll drop this off at the museum and then get to sleep. There's lots of artifacts to be found along the riverbed and in the bay, Dalto. I hope you fished something up. I'm working on it. So I'll probably go until the end of the hour. Not a super long stream tonight, but really just trying to get back into the swing of things. Plus I got a little Smash Time Stories work I want to do once I'm done with the game for the night. I'm going to try to squeeze in a short stream on Wednesday. And when I say short, I mean like 2 hours instead of the usual like 4. I don't want to go super late because Mario Party comes out on Wednesday, and like the moment that comes out, I'm gonna want to set up a game with some friends that have it. So, or friends that are getting it at launch, I should say. Yeah, I'm so excited to play Mario Party, dude. This one looks so good. But yeah, Point is, I'm gonna try to do a little short stream on Wednesday, but the moment Mario Party is out, stream's over. I'm gonna take that copper with me so I can process it. Friday night at the inn. That's gonna be a good time. Can't wait to see what the dialogue is this time around. Take the copper bar with me, that way I can buy a new tool. Or upgrade it, rather. Oh yeah, I should probably use the upgraded tool. Got the copper can and just kept using it like the regular one. Alright, well, thanks to that upgrade, we didn't use too much stamina. Can sell 4 of these strawberries. Now we're starting to make a profit on them. Aw, Dalto, happy Friday. Will you be going to the inn tonight with your fellow townsfolk? That seems like it'll be useful. Just automatically watering the stuff I plant. I'll be curious how often that activates, because this is the kind of thing where I guess you could get it and then have it never once help you. I would assume it's like a 50% chance or something, or like 40%, like enough of a chance where it's gonna be worth having. What was that quest for Fennel? Wild herb. Okay, so I just gotta look around for it, I guess. Might as well get the soup now. Dell, you have to eat all kinds of foods if you want to grow up big and strong. It's been proven by science. What about all kinds of pancakes? Maybe that's the same. Come on, Luke. Let's run a pancake experiment for science. Broccoli cheddar soup. Yeah, sure. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Like how I did not put any effort into that on the way back down. Find me another frog. I'm on it. I keep telling you, the story says it'll only work if you're a princess. Come on, I want to play pirates instead. Dalto, are you coming to the Sleeping Dragon Inn tonight? Everyone's going to be there. I hope you can make it too. Everything's looking good for the market tomorrow. Now, I can enjoy inn night without any worries. I guess I can look for one of those. Let me know if you ever want to hang out, Dalto. I remember what it's like being the new person in town. The whole town will be at the inn tonight. I hope to see you there. Alright, I gotta go to her office to activate the mill event. Or the mill quest line, I should say. Ah, shoot, pressed the wrong button. I was like, oh, it's gotta be A, right? It was Y. Fish, no. Come on, fish. You know you want it. Dalto, please tell Del she's not allowed to put more frogs in her pockets. Last time they all got loose in the inn and Mom and Dad had us chasing frogs in the kitchen until bedtime. But what's the point of pockets if you don't have frogs in them? You know what, that is a valid argument. Darcy's pastries and coffee are amazing. I hope you've had a chance to try them yourself. I'm actually surprised the game was like, yeah, sure, you can fish there. Like, you can see it snap into place. Oh, well, I messed up. You're so dependable, Dalto. I'm thrilled you answered the call to settle in Mistria. It'll be nice to see the townsfolk at the inn tonight. I hope I can make it.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Thank you for the redeem. Do I need to turn the volume up on that alert? Because I did not hear that at all the first time. And this time it was like, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Like, it was like whispering to me practically. That was some good water. But yeah, my volume is pretty low as well, so I can't properly tell. I'm going to turn the volume up on that, and if it's too loud, we will find out soon. Alright, let's head back to the office. Okay, this is where the office is. I checked like every room of this house except this one. Oh, the last time I was here, I should clarify. Dalto, great timing. We were just about to get started. So, if we combine what we have in the town's coffers with the grant I've secured from the capital, we've made huge progress toward repairing the mill. Fantastic! But we're still 100 T short. Ugh. I need more building materials, too. At least another 150 wood, 200 stone, and 2 copper ingots to complete the repairs. Feels like everyone is waiting for me to volunteer. What a splendid idea! Also, you're the best. You can count on me to get the job done fast when you've gathered the materials. And I'll teach you all there is to know about raising animals and milling their feed when it's ready. I'll set up a donation box at the door of the mill. You can deposit the materials there, and then bring the funds to me when you're ready. It's a big job, so take your time. Good to have your help on this. Yahoo! You can do it, Dalto. The line about waiting for me to chime in just made me think of the public works projects in Animal Crossing New Leaf, where they let you have donations towards putting these things in, and then freaking no one donates. It's like, wow, we're accepting donations towards building like this bench. It sure would be great if someone donated. Good thing there's only one person in this town that can. New Horizons was the same way with whenever you wanted to build like stairs or a bridge or whatever. It was just always so funny to me. One of these days I'll do a New Horizons stream. I've really been wanting to stream Happy Home Paradise in particular. I love that mode. And it would be the perfect kind of chill game to play on stream. Dalto, will you be at the inn tonight? Hemlock has a new beer that wonderfully pairs with chocolate chip cookies, if you can believe it. Is it just me, or are you getting more skilled? Breathing down my neck when I'm working. Yo, MG, what's up? Thanks for the sub. That reminds me, actually. Chat, did you know that I completely redid all of the emotes for the stream? I have redone basically every single emote except for the tier 3 one. So they've all been redone in this wonderful pixel art style. A few of them have been upgraded to animated emotes. And I'm hoping to add more soon. I've still got a couple slots open. Soon enough, I would like to fill out those slots, and then we're going to start pushing towards getting enough subs to unlock the next tier of emotes. I also need to start adding bit emotes, because I've got like 3 slots for those. And I just haven't had any ideas. But yeah, chat, if you want all of those emotes, you can go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, they've been great practice for doing pixel art and sprite animation. I actually do a lot of pixel art emotes. You just don't see them because they're not for my channel usually. I have been in the process of like updating a bunch of emotes for Nico B. I think I've done like 20 or 30 animated emotes for that channel at this point. So, if you see those animated penguins on Twitch, I did a lot of animation for those. At some point I need to see if I can just put together a post showing off all of them, because that's a lot of emotes. Anyways. Not those penguins, unfortunately. I had no hand in creating that one. break big rocks and be charged to strike 3 tiles in a row. Be charged to chop 3 tiles in a row. Till 3 tiles. The only change is the aesthetic. Good. Let's make a copper fishing rod. Having an increased range is going to be very useful. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to wander around for a little bit, see if we can find the fennel that Celine wanted, and then we'll head over to the inn for our Friday night party. This area in particular really gives me Link to the Past vibes. Like, there's a lot about this aesthetic, but, like, this spot in particular reminds me of, like, the hill up to Link's house. Would not surprise me if that was an intentional homage. An uncommon artifact, an Imperial officer's sword from the early days of the Caldosian Empire. If I could break that rock, I could get those cherries. I don't think I'm allowed to get up there, but that would be very helpful because that would complete the quest I need. Or not the quest, the crop section of the museum for spring. One day I'll get the layout of this town figured out. After your mercurial bout of regicide, you have become the villains of the kingdom. According to Aldarian law, you must now be tried in a court of law. Aha! I'm familiar with Aldarian law. We have the right to appoint ourselves a defender. I'll do it. I'll use one of my emerald blessings to summon us an attorney. Oh, I rolled a 1. Oh dear. That means our attorney is, a tree. A talking tree? Snicklefritz inspects the tree for signs of intelligence. I mean, I guess he does. Who cares? Tell me, though. It's a normal tree, but it's very pretty. I see. Well, you're all found guilty. Oh, I've got to write a ballad about this one. Sit with me, Dalto. You're always so busy during the week. Dalto, you're here just in time. Juniper brought something truly special today. I've only heard stories about this wine. Gather round, everyone, for a once-in-a-century occasion. This is Witchvine Merlot, an 800-year-old vintage that I brought with me to Mistria. Witchvine Merlot. Oh, you've heard of it? I suppose with your background you've heard stories. Yes, this is the real thing. And I think the first glass should go to Valen for really opening my eyes to appreciating the finer things. So, how is it? Don't hold back, Doctor. It's unbelievable. Transcendent. I love it. Well now, isn't that nice? I haven't seen anyone this humiliated since the Count of Thornbrook. And we all know what happened to him. And if you don't, I'll tell you later, Dalto. Freaking expression. Oh, that's so good. The bottle! Junie knocked it over. There it goes, all over the floor. I'd offer you some, but my cup is quite empty. Thank you for sharing, Juniper. Correction. This is the most humiliated I've seen someone since the Count of Thornbrook. We're in agreement, then? Yes. A truce. So we can take down Ulrich. I'm with you. I can't let Ulrich smudge my reputation. Friends, is this really necessary? Ulrich's just having fun playing the game. He even brought us all dinner with his winnings last time. Besides, he couldn't possibly win a third time in a row, right? Hey, sorry, I wasn't listening. Can anyone tell me what the difference between a regular flush and a royal flush is? Good. You know, Baylor pretends like Aylin's game is beneath him, but between you and me, I'd say he's getting into it. I saw him scribbling notes about his character earlier this week. Juniper brought a bottle of Witchvine Merlot. Can you believe it? The stuff is legendary. Maybe I can get a taste. Del, Maple, and Luke have been sneaking around all night. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Dalto? No, of course not. Welcome to the third meeting of the Dragon Guard heist. There's a problem. They were going to make Baylor sleepy with cheese and potatoes. But there's no cheese and potatoes on the menu this week. How did I miss this in my calculations? So what do? We improvise. Oh no. You know what happens when Del improvises. Don't worry about it. It's never good. Anyway, if we need Mr. Baylor to be asleep, I say we strike. Dawn. Del, he'll be in his room. He'll be so mad. We'll be really quiet. Dalto, you better leave this to us professionals. We'll report back next week. Alright, another fun night at the inn. Let's head back to the house and call it a night. I think we'll probably play for another day or two. Planning to go until about 11 my time. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I still haven't decided what I'm planning to do with this for streams, because, again, I don't know that I want to do a full stream playthrough until it's out of early access. I feel like if I'm going to play the game all the way through on stream, I want to be experiencing the full game. So next week we might switch back to either Harvest Moon Super Nintendo or Harvest Moon 64. But who knows, maybe I'll do another week of this. I will definitely be streaming more of this down the line for sure. Again, I feel like I'd be doing the game a bit of a disservice on stream if I did a full playthrough before it's ready. Then again, I've heard there's at least like a full year's worth of content in the game as is. So, there's enough for a number of streams of this. they have an estimate on when it'll be finished? They said it'll be in early access for a year. I would not be surprised if it takes longer than that. But that's just what they say on the Steam page. Alright, that's a pretty decent sum of money. We're finally getting to a point where we have money that we can actually spend. That's always nice. Speaking of spending money, I wonder if there's going to be anything fun at the Saturday market. We'll have to make a stop at the museum after we're done taking care of the crops. We might buy a couple more crop seeds. I keep forgetting that I can use the full power of my watering can. I mean, I upgraded this thing for a reason. I probably make the most of it. I'm sure later on they'll give you like a sprinkler or something, but I'll be honest, I have never really been a fan of adding sprinklers to a farming sim. Stardew, it kind of works just because there's so many things to water. And ironically, one of the very first farming sims, Harvest Moon for Super Nintendo, it had a sprinkler, although I'm pretty sure it's like a handheld one, so it's technically just a watering can upgrade if you really want to think about it. But, that game kind of needed it because the days are ridiculously short. Like, Harvest Moon 64 is kind of notorious for having short days and being more about time management than being quote-unquote cozy. But Super Nintendo is on another level in that regard. Those days are ridiculous. Like, one of the main strategies when you're playing Super Nintendo is literally to just do all of your farm work at night because there's no time during the day. If you just farm during the day, you will not have time to do anything else. Yeah, you know what? Maybe next week we'll continue Harvest Moon SNES. Or technically, I think we would be restarting it just because I did not archive the first stream of it last year. Oops. But yeah, I want to play more of that game. It is very dated. It's very archaic, but that kind of gives it a unique charm that makes it worth going back to. Like, it is not a game I would necessarily recommend, but it's more interesting to go back and play that than, say, like, Harvest Moon Back to Nature, which is, you know, it's a good Harvest Moon game. But there's been so many that are, like, identical to it. Like, Friends of Mineral Town was literally a GBA version of it. And then there's the Switch remake of the GBA version. It's like, I would probably rather just play the remakes of it rather than the original. Because they're just improved. Honestly, I thought I was going to like Back to Nature more. So, if you've never heard of it, or you're just not familiar with the series, Harvest Moon Back to Nature was the PlayStation 1 game. It started out development as like a remake or port of 64 for the PlayStation 1, but they just completely changed it during development, so now it has like all the same characters, a lot of the same like renders and models, but it's a different setting. The characters look the same, but they all have different relationships and personalities. It's a good game, but again, the remakes just, there's too much quality of life added to the remakes, whereas the original is just very slow. Like, that was the thing I just struggled with the most. Aesthetically, Back to Nature is probably my favorite game in the series, but it's so goddamn slow, dude. And like, just little things that add up over and over and over. Mainly, like, saving at the end of a day. So, you know, in Harvest Moon 64, when you go to, like, save and end the day, it is fast. It takes, like, 3 seconds. You hop into bed, it saves in the background, you wake up the next morning immediately, it's done. In Back to Nature, you have to pick... You can either choose to go to the next day without saving, or you have to go... You pick the option to write in your diary and then sleep. And when you pick that, you'll go to bed. It'll take like 5 seconds to load up the menu to be like, alright, what do you want to do? Pick a memory card. You pick a memory card. It takes another like 5 seconds to load. Then you pick the save file slot. And then you pick confirm, and then it saves. And then it's save complete, and then it fades out, and then the next day starts. It takes like half a minute to a minute. Which isn't awful, but it's just comparatively so slow, and because you're doing that, like, probably every day, like, you don't have to save, but, you know, I'm the kind of person who wants to save every day, because otherwise I'm going to stress about losing data. But yeah, like, it adds up, so just to give you an idea, when I play that game, I would play it for like 2 to 3 hours at night when I'm done with my work. I would just go turn on the PlayStation 5, I'd kick back and play like maybe a week in game in several hours. In Harvest Moon 64, a week takes me like 40 minutes. Part of that is because the days are ridiculously long in Back to Nature and ridiculously short in Harvest Moon 64. But again, it adds up. And for me, someone who like really enjoys the time management aspect of those early Harvest Moon games, where it's like you need to be on point, you need to figure out like, all right, I'm gonna do this. This is gonna take like most of my day. Then I'm gonna dash over here and do this, and then I'll go to bed. Like you're planning out like, okay, I gotta do this, 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 and this, and I've got very limited time to do it. In Back to Nature, you have all the time in the world, which kind of takes away from that. It just adds up to a game that feels like, why am I doing a lot of this stuff? I don't think the characters are developed enough to, like, feel invested in going to the town. The farming, while more in-depth than it was in 64, it just kind of feels pointless a lot of the time. These are all little things that, like, the later versions improve upon. Back to Nature has some events that don't show up in the later remakes of it, but overall, either the Game Boy Advance version or even the Switch remake, just, they both feel so much better. I would recommend either of those over the original. But if you can play the Game Boy Advance version, go with that. The Switch one has some more quality of life stuff, but aesthetically, I think the Game Boy Advance version is still better. And there's a couple little things the Switch version removed. Nothing too important, but again, it's the little stuff. So, I don't know. I might play Back to Nature on stream at some point, but the time commitment is the reason I'm not super stoked about that idea. I think I'd be more likely to just do Friends of Mineral Town. Either version of it, really. Like, so, just to give an idea of the progress I've made in that game. In the PlayStation 1 version that I've been playing on PlayStation 5, I think my playtime right now is at 43 hours over the last year and a half of just occasionally playing it, like, on and off, a couple hours at a time, and then I'll not play it for like a month, and then I'll play it for like a week, and then I'll drop it again for another month or two. So 43 hours. I got through the first year of that game. It's a classic Harvest Moon game, so they expect you to do a full 2 years. Those games generally end at the end of the third spring. I'm not doing 80 hours of that game on stream. I already did 100 hours of A Wonderful Life on here, and I only did that because there's stuff going on in that game for the entire 6 years that it takes place. Plus, that was just fun and fast and easy to set up. I don't know that I could put up with probably like a full hour of loading and saving when it all is added up. Like, it might even be more than an hour if it takes about a minute to save each day. Assuming I saved every day, it would be saving 120 times in 1 year, so that's like 2 hours right there. Point is, if you're going to play one of those old games, either play Friends of Mineral Town or A Wonderful Life on GameCube specifically. If you're going to play the old version, do not play the PlayStation 2 version. It's bad. It's very bad. Or, you know, play 64. Or even go back to Super Nintendo. It's clunky and fun. One of these days I'll do like a full tier list video or discussion about that or something. I don't know. I think it'd be fun to talk about the pros and cons of the various games, just because, you know, just from this discussion alone, there's a lot to talk about with those early entries that you probably wouldn't think about if you're not familiar with the series. You'd probably just be like, oh, they're all farming sims. They gotta be the same. But no, they all have their own flavor to them. Anyways, I have been on this screen for long enough. I'd say that Hemlock gets about 8 out of 10 gifts from me. From Darcy. She has so many teas, he's always able to surprise me. Darcy and I are always swapping tips on baking. They put a lot of sea salt on everything in the capital. What a luxury for them. What's a luxury for them is every day for us. You'll find mostly Aldarian artifacts in the Narrows. You can tell due to their characteristic geometric elements and golden accents. Darcy's got quite the memory for her regulars. She's able to recall orders just by seeing someone's face. I can't handle more than 1 cup of coffee a day. It goes straight to my head. I like my hair short, so I come to Vera as often as I can. Vera gives me and Rias a 2-for-1 discount on the days we can make it out here together. She's a good one. I told Miss Vera that some dyes are made from insects. She says she doesn't use that kind, though. March goes to see Vera whenever she's at the Saturday market. He likes to put the red back in before his roots start to show. Maple's been going on about dyeing her hair pink. Kids ought to express themselves, but I don't know. Vera suggested I dye my hair a seaweed green. Now that would be a sight. Wonder if Landon's around. I want to up my carving technique, and he's the expert. I have a lot of drinks on offer. If coffee's not your thing, check out my menu. Here for a trim, Dalto, or perhaps something a little more exciting. Lewis always has the latest fashions from the capital, and it's important that Mistria keeps up with the times. Also, the clothes are really cute. Lewis understands that I need clothes that are durable. He's reliable that way. Lewis understands my tastes in clothing. Professional without sacrificing comfort. I usually wear my shirts out before getting a new one. Lewis always intervenes before it gets too bad. I couldn't recommend Lewis's bespoke suits more. He can even fit these shoulders of mine into a tuxedo, if you can believe it. Okay, hang on, I just want to talk to him. Errol is such a delight to tailor for. He's better at tying his cravat than some nobles. Mary helped me furnish the bathhouse very quickly after I arrived. She even managed to find me the perfect chair for my desk. Valen called it a throne the other day. Can you imagine? If I had a throne, it wouldn't be so understated. My entire room is a matching set of furniture I purchased from Mary on the day I arrived in Mistria. It was kismet. I absolutely adore it. That dining table at Miss Mary's booth would make a great fort. Every once in a while, one of Uncle Landon's pieces ends up in Mary's shop. I don't have the heart to tell him he's vintage. Oh, Dalto, is this the fennel I requested? Thank you so much. Here is my recipe for spring salad. It really highlights the flavors of the season. Mary had the cutest set of planters for sale. I wonder if they're still around. I want the perfect bed. Should have tall posts and a big canopy, and the inside should look like stars, and. In the market for a new furniture set, Dalto? Have a look. And remember, redecorating isn't a chore, it's a lifestyle. You know what? No, I don't need 3 of those. But we're gonna get a little spooky. Let's not throw out the sword. I might want to keep that. Thank you, Dalto. Mistria has the prettiest flowers, doesn't it? Mr. Errol put a Caldosian sword on display at the museum, Dalto. Did you donate it? If you find another one, please donate it to me. The Dragon Guard thanks you in advance. Alright. So I think we might actually end the stream here. Just gonna pick up the quests. Yeah, it's a little earlier than I would normally end, but I got some other stuff I need to get done tonight. Still, this has been fun. I'm going to try to get Farm Monday back to being a weekly thing. Now that I've got the new computer and I don't need to like, be stressing about a bunch of stuff and resetting up all of my OBS stuff. Like, I'm finally starting to get situated with the new computer, and it's awesome. So, next stream will be on Wednesday. You know what? Hang on. Before I end the stream, I might as well use a little bit of my remaining stamina. So let's just chop some wood. But, yeah, next stream will probably be on Wednesday. I would like to do a short art stream before Mario Party releases. Probably going to stop the stream right at 9 so I can, you know, play Mario Party. I don't think I'm going to do my first round of it on stream, but I will probably stream it at some point. If nothing else, you'll see me on some of my friends' streams, I'm sure. Yeah, we'll do like a short art stream on Wednesday. Probably work on some art for the background for the Witch's Trial. I have to do the 3D models for the environments there, and as I'm getting better with 3D modeling, it's making me get a little bit more ambitious with the art for that. So, yeah, I want to just go over the design and start adding more details to it, so maybe I'll do that on stream. How do I pick up furniture? Oh, you probably have to use the pickaxe for that. I don't have the stamina to place it. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to sleep and then replace the bed. 777, dude, that's so lucky. Alright, let's redecorate, and then it'll be time to sleep. In real life, not in the game. I'm not just gonna wake up and be like, alright, I've done all I can do. Alright, let's save. This was a lot of fun. I'm hoping to... like I said, I'm hoping to make Farm Monday a regular thing again. So tune in next week when I'm either going to start Harvest Moon 64 or Harvest Moon Super Nintendo. I'm really looking forward to revisiting both of those. I might alternate between them. I might just do SNES first and then 64. I haven't decided for sure yet, but I'm excited to play some old school Harvest Moon. It'll be a lot of fun. I hope you'll tune in for that. Art stream on Wednesday. And let's find someone to raid. No, let's just go raid John. John is currently streaming Control. As a heads up, this is an M-rated game, so it's got a content warning on it, but John's cool. I've heard Control is very good. I have not played it myself, but maybe you should check it out and see if it's something you'd enjoy. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. I'll see you all next time. We'll raid with hashtag no raid message. Alright, hashtag no raid message. Later.